Big news tonight coming from the East Valley, where teachers in Gilbert and Chandler are planning what they're calling a sickout. When classes restart next week, they say they are worried about putting their health at risk with our spiking COVID cases. Will that mean back to online classes for kids? Jason Berry's live with what these teachers hope to accomplish. Jason.
Well, teachers I spoke to say they've been trying for weeks to have their voices heard, and district officials just aren't listening when it comes to decisions about online instruction and virtual learning. They're hoping that by having a sickout, it will send a message that their concerns need to be taken seriously. Hundreds of public school teachers in the East Valley may not show up to work next week because of concerns about COVID-19. Arizona's Family has learned that teachers in Chandler and Gilbert are planning a sickout when classes resume after the winter break.
There are definite health concerns.
This Chandler teacher, who wants to remain anonymous, tells us with coronavirus cases still skyrocketing, this isn't the time to go back to in-person learning.
With the numbers the way they are, and with hospitals overflowing, we are very concerned that going back to school is going to increase numbers in the community as a whole, not just in our school.
Right now, Chandler Unified and Gilbert Public Schools are set to bring students back January 5th, with Gilbert offering the option of hybrid learning for the first week. Chandler is offering a virtual option the first 2 weeks. But many teachers insist that's not good enough, since it still requires them to be on campus and in class with students who may have spent the holiday traveling and visiting with friends and family.
Chandler Unified lost a coach. A student lost both her parents, who were heavily involved in the school. And I think teachers are finally getting to the point where they're thinking about what's safe and right for them and their students.
It was just a few weeks ago, teachers here held a one-day sickout to protest in-person learning. It's unclear whether next week's sickout will last a day or a full week.
Yeah, there's no way to plan at all.
Parents like Shanna Mosley tell us the uncertainty makes life more difficult for a lot of families.
How are these classes going to be covered? Are they going to be combined? You know, what's the situation going to be? So that is all. I mean, that's obviously concerning to me. I know the district has like permanent subs at each school, but I think that's just one or two, and that's not going to be able to cover, I saw hundreds of teachers are going to be out.
There are a large number of parents in favor of the district's plans to return to in-person learning. In fact, a number of social media sites have been set up to support it. Carrie Jones thinks it's unfair to put teachers in this situation.
We're in this together, and if our teachers don't feel safe, they have a right to feel safe. Their job and their responsibility to my children should not be their priority. Their health, their family is their first priority.
Now, Gilbert Public Schools just sent us this statement. It said, "We are working with our teachers and preparing our pool of substitute teachers should they be needed. Our goal will be to ensure appropriate coverage for all classes and no disruption to student learning. We will keep our parents and families informed as needed, and we look forward to seeing our students on Tuesday, January the 5th. We also reached out to Chandler Unified School District, but no one was in their office today. You can bet we will continue to follow this story in the days ahead. In Phoenix, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
Thank you, Jason.